Chaos erupted between this high school sweetheart. Ms. Walton comes to the courtroom claiming that her 9-year relationship with her high school sweetheart, Mr. Cherry, is on the line. Why? Well, Mr. Cherry says that Ms. Walton cheated on him multiple times and he now doubts the paternity of their 1-year-old child. Here's how the case begins.
Ms. Walton, you say your 9-year relationship with your high school love is in jeopardy because he denies fathering your 1-year-old son, Josiah. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
It seems like there is a lot on the line for this high school couple. They've been together for a long time, and now Mr. Cherry is willing to drop everything if the results show that the child does not belong to him. I wonder how such a beautiful relationship became this. 9 years is a long time.
Mr. Cherry, you really have doubt?
Yes, I do. I do have doubts because throughout our relationship, it's been just straight lies, you know, so.
Not true.
I just want to be here to let her know that everything that's been going on in our relationship is just lies.
After all he just said, I'm sure you can agree with me when I tell you he is willing to walk away from it all. He claims that the 9-year relationship has been very rocky and filled with lies. What could Ms. Walton have done to this man to make him feel so heartbroken?
Hectic between me and her, you know, she decided to want to do what she want to do. I decided to do what I want to do. But, you know, we had set all that to the side and just decided that we're going to do this together.
So you said you did what you wanted to do and she did what she wanted to do. Does that mean you all were dating other people and seeing other people?
Yes.
If he cheated, I cheated.
What? If he cheated, she cheated? How do they expect the relationship to work if that's the mentality they both have in the relationship? I mean, if they both agreed to date other people, why are they mad at each other when things went bad? Hilarious is how I would describe this.
At the time, we had our first daughter first, so we was doing the family thing, you know, happy. He started messing around when he don't get attention from me or if I don't do what he wants me to do, because he gets controlling, he gets in his little ego and want to go to a female that backs down.
Once you bring an ex into an ongoing relationship, it can only end one way. When will these guys learn that once you're with someone new, you stay clear of your ex? What's even mind-blowing is that they already have 2 kids. That's just wild.
Josiah's birthday is August 18 of 2015.
Okay.
Okay.
Add up.
Me and my ex stopped dating a week before Thanksgiving of 2015, which was the 23rd through the 29th. We slept
Okay, so the
together on
23rd to the 29th, you with
Lies.
Mr. Cherry?
Yes.
Lies.
I thought I was the only one who was doing the math. It just doesn't add up. She says she stopped messing around with her ex a week before the conception of her child. I'm sorry, but that's just way too close. There's a high chance that the baby could have been conceived way before the week she's talking about.
This is what she told me. She said that a guy that came over that looked something similar like me but had goals in his mouth. And these are the messages that I have. It's 1:55 in the morning. Where you supposed to be at 1:55 in the morning. But I'm at the house with the kids.
So wait, 1:55 a.m., come get me.
This is from her friend's Facebook account.
Oh.
Yes, we aren't going to deny the fact that Mr. Cherry also cheated in their relationship. But come on, leaving the house at 1 a.m. in the morning? Where's she sneaking to? Who's she going to go to see? Crazy fact is that it's not even her ex. So who's the guy with the gold teeth?
Ms. Walton, where is his place?
Probably at his house. And at that time, he was cheating too. So why should I be faithful to somebody that's not faithful neither, Jan?
So you basically admitting that during that time you were having sex with somebody else?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't deny. Why lie?
If we're being honest, Ms. Walton doesn't seem to be remorseful about cheating. I mean, look at her facial expression. One would even ask if she really wants to be part of the family. I don't know, men. Something doesn't feel right about the way she's acting, but let's wait for the results.
When you found out you were pregnant, who did you tell?
I told my best friend.
And you told Mr. Cherry?
Yes.
Did you tell the other man?
No.
Because did you ever think
why.
to potentially be his child, or you
No,
just
Your
didn't want
Honor.
him to know?
He cannot be my child's father.
How can you definitively say he is not my child's father?
Oh, please. She can't be serious. What does she mean by she knows in her heart that Mr. Cherry is the father of her child? Lady, that's not how things work. Could the other guy be the father of the child? Who knows? Maybe that's why she did not tell him about the baby.
And so, did you have doubts while you were there?
I didn't
Yeah,
have
'cause his
doubts.
color.
I
His
didn't
color.
have doubts at that moment, but as he started getting a little older, his facial features looked like me when he was born, but as he started getting older, and I started seeing this other guy picture of his face, it started resembling him. So that's what I'm doubting for.
Mr. Cherry sure seems to be hurt by the entire situation. It looks like he is a good father. He told the judge that he was there for every single doctor's appointment when Ms. Walton conceived the child. Well, let's see if the DNA results will give him some relief.
Mr. Cherry, you are the father.
Mr. Fuller and his mom are present in court to prove that the defendant, Ms. Nelson, is trying to take his daughter away from him. He says that she told him he was the father of the child, allowed him to build an amazing bond with the child, and for some reason is now saying he is no longer the father of the child. Well, here is how the case begins.
Mr. Fuller, you and your mother are here today to prove that you fathered the defendant's 2-year-old daughter, Malauni.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Nelson, you acknowledge Mr. Fuller's relationship with your daughter, but say you are now certain that he is not your child's father and will prove it in court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Expired? How do you tell a man that he is the father of a child, and then wake up some morning telling the same man a different story? In what world does that even happen? What could her reason be? I'm honestly looking forward to seeing how she intends on proving he isn't the father.
Ms. Nelson,
Right.
as you recall, how did you let Mr. Fuller know you were pregnant?
I called him, he didn't answer. I saw that he was on Facebook, and then I wrote him on Facebook.
You say you never called his mother.
She called
Never
my
called his
phone.
mother. I didn't
wouldn't
even have
tell
his
you
mother's
nobody
number.
one. She called my phone and said she was pregnant.
Oh, trust me, Mr. Fuller and his mom are pissed to their bones. They claim to have been there for the child from the moment Ms. Nelson told them she was pregnant till date. What they don't understand is why she's changing her story and saying they were never there for the child.
Ms. Nelson, as much as Ms. Fuller is
What?
off the hook right now, why is it you believe he's not the father?
From day one, I never believed that he was the father,
You
Your
told
Honor.
me out your
I've
mouth.
never believed that
asked
he
you,
was the
Quan.
father.
Why is
Hold
them
on,
here
hold
today?
on,
Why
hold
is
on.
them
Wait,
here
I'm not
today?
talking.
Ugh, what is with all the yelling? They can't even get a statement out in the courtroom without wanting to rip each other's throats out. But can you really blame Mr. Fuller's mother for getting upset? The woman loves that baby so much. Why is Ms. Nelson changing her mind?
My baby was about 5 or 6 months old. I was at work. I was with someone, in a relationship with someone. They were.
So now at 5 months old, when the child's 5 months old, you're in a new relationship.
No, I was in a relationship before him.
Oh, before
Me
Mr. Fuller.
Me and the other guy was just on a break. So he
So
did
you
something
slept
that
with
happened.
Mr. Fuller when you were on a break
Right,
from another
just
guy.
something-
Is she for real right now? Is that even possible? How do they come behind your back and they build such a unique bond with the child and she knows nothing about it? What's even mind-blowing is the fact that she says she was in a relationship when she slept with Mr. Fuller.
These are text messages.
Yeah.
So from Miss Nelson, I see a message that says, "We made a beautiful little angel. I love you." Then Mr. Fuller says, "I know, BM,
Baby.
our baby, very beautiful. Thank you." That must be thank you,
Yeah.
BM for Malauni. BM is
Baby mama and baby daddy.
Thank you, Judge Lauren. Thank you. For a second there, I thought I was not seeing clearly. She's literally calling him her baby daddy, saying they made a beautiful baby together. If she claims he is her baby daddy, why then is she acting like she never told him he was the father?
Do you believe Mr. Fuller is Malauni's biological father?
Yes,
You do.
yes.
Why do you believe your daughter cannot even believe it's a possibility that he's her biological father? What do you think this is about?
The other guy.
The other guy.
When her and the other guy gets mad, it's
Ha ha ha. The cat is out of the bag now. Even her mom isn't on her side. Ms. Nelson's mother tells the courtroom that anytime she fights with the other guy, the baby becomes Mr. Fuller's baby. When she's on bad terms with Mr. Fuller, it becomes the other guy's baby. Pathetic.
I mean, they are over there crying.
She wanted a relationship with my child. I was not even gonna let her be a part. She was like, I don't care if this not my grandbaby.
Let
I
her
want a
speak.
relationship with this child. She knew there was a possibility of someone else.
So wait. Your position was, I really from the get-go did not want them to have a relationship.
Right.
And here we go again with the yelling. I don't man. It's really hard to believe Ms. Fuller and her son built a relationship with Ms. Nelson's child, and she had no idea it was going on. I mean, it's her child for crying out loud. Or does she want the other guy to be the father?
You have him listed as baby daddy Devante. So this begs the question, if you never, ever thought he was the father, why do you have him listed as baby daddy Devante in your phone?
That's just a term that we use, and he knows we use that term.
I think we've heard just about enough of this drama. How do you call him your baby daddy and he isn't the father of the baby? Yeah, like that's normal. Oh well, the results are locked in and ready. Let's get to the bottom of this, shall we?
Mr. Fuller, you are not her father.
I knew it. I knew I slept with. I knew it. I knew it.
Take this baby from us.
According to Ms. Jackson, only a fool would believe that Ms. Pickens' daughter, Shazia, is her granddaughter. Ms. Jackson is stepping in for her incarcerated son to contest Shazia's paternity. However, Ms. Pickens points out that these allegations are new because, originally, she had accepted her daughter.
Miss Jackson, you say you never heard of Miss Pickens?
Never heard of her. He never mentioned
heard
her.
about a baby, and
Never
one
heard.
day
He didn't live
she
with
shows
you.
up at the house.
She comes in with this child, and again, they came in together. This baby's 4 months old. I said, I have a problem because you said it was another man's child. You should understand where I'm coming from. And in my face, she stated, yes, she did understand.
Ms. Pickens showed up at Ms. Jackson's house with a 4-month-old to announce that her daughter belonged to Ms. Jackson's son. But according to Ms. Jackson, she had never even heard of Ms. Pickens before that day. That must have been a huge shock to her.
I did believe that it was one of the guys that I was dating, but her
That
son,
would be biologically
her
the
son-
answer. It was
her-
one of the guys
He
you were
pursued
sleeping
us.
with.
Yeah, he pursued
How
me.
many guys were you sleeping with?
2.
She don't know.
2.
She don't know.
2.
Will these women calm down? Ms. Pickens was with multiple partners at the same time, so it's understandable that Ms. Jackson has doubts. But why would you be messing around with another guy every single day while you were in a relationship?
Somebody else. I
Hold
did start
on.
talking to somebody else.
Ladies, I can't understand a word any of you all are saying.
Okay.
I'm the judge, and I ask the questions, you answer them, okay? Talk to me.
I will. I'm sorry.
Good one, Judge Lauren. They have to stop yelling at each other if they want this case to come to a reasonable conclusion. Let's keep going.
When did you change your mind and decide it's Miss Jackson's son? When did you change your mind and why?
When he pursued me, calling me and like, oh, well, that's my baby, this, that. So I
So
was
when
like,
you say he pursued you, you
Yes.
meant when you had this baby,
Yes.
Miss Jackson's son called
Yes.
you and said,
Yes.
that's my baby.
yes.
Okay, so Ms. Pickens has been playing the guessing game ever since she found out about her pregnancy. She initially thought the baby belonged to the other guy she'd been going out with after the affair with Ms. Jackson's son was over, but later changed her mind because Ms. Jackson's son had pursued her and wholeheartedly accepted the baby as his.
When you
And I have
met,
connection
when you
with
met
Yeah, but you
Shazia,
spend more time with your other
Because your
grandchild.
child is
but
not
I'm just,
mine.
But I'm just saying, if my daughter was not yours, well, she could come over to my house. Well, you could come over to my house and spend. You could come over with
that's-
your daughter and spend the night.
That's
I'm just saying,
because that's the simple fact
what
because
grown woman?
because
but I'm
my
just saying,
son
but
is
at the end of
claiming
the day,
this
I'm
is his
just
child.
saying-
Oh, Ms. Jackson is angry. She really did invite Ms. Pickens and her daughter over, but claims she only did that because her son accepted the child was his. She didn't, and she hasn't still. She doesn't see the resemblance Ms. Pickens says is there.
That she was sleeping with unprotected. Then she claimed to be that another man was the father. So these are the reasons that I have my doubt. She have lied about faking a pregnancy, stated she was pregnant with twins when she found out Aaliyah was pregnant, and come to find out that's a lie because her mother told me it was a lie.
Some of Ms. Jackson's reasons are understandable, but grandma instincts? Never heard that one before. How do you expect to feel connected to a child whose mother you obviously dislike and are repeatedly trying to prove wrong? And what is this about Ms. Pickens faking a pregnancy?
Miss Pickens, did you
Yes,
lie
I did.
about
Yes,
a second
I did.
pregnancy?
Yes, I was
Why?
kind of hurt. I was kind of hurt. Yes, I did lie.
Why
Yes,
did you
yes,
lie?
Yes, I did lie because I was kind of hurt. I was hurt because at the time.
So you did it to get back at him?
Yes.
Ms. Pickens took her revenge plot too far, lying about a pregnancy and then claiming you had an abortion? What kind of revenge is that? How do you do this and expect the man and his family to trust you?
I want to understand your position.
Okay.
And why you are certain that your grandchild was fathered by Miss Jackson's son.
To me, she looked just like hair, eyes. She does looks like this little boy done lived with me for about a month because his mother put him out.
Exactly.
This is so messed up. Miss Pickens is only 19, yet she's involved in all this drama. And then, Ms. Jackson is a grandmother of 3 at just 37? These people are going too fast, sleeping with anybody and popping out babies like they are the easiest thing to make in the world.
Your Honor, I do understand your question. And the only thing I can tell you is this. My son, he did say that this is his child, but a woman should know who the father of her child is, period. Period. It's not for a man to come tell you. It's for you to know.
Truly, Ms. Jackson isn't wrong for thinking Shazia isn't her granddaughter, and Miss Pickens cannot put the paternity of her child on a man just because he says he is her father. It does not work that way. It's good that she's ready to accept Shazia if she's proven to be hers, though.
I'm trying to understand. You're his current girlfriend,
Yes.
and you have a child, and you say her concern.
It's more about me and Kevin's relationship than finding if that's Kevin's daughter.
No.
So you say this entire position she's taking is based upon the fact she just wants to destroy what you all have.
Basically.
And she's jealous of it.
Could Ms. Jackson and Aaliyah be right? Is Miss Pickens more concerned about their relationship than her child's paternity? We may never know the answers to these questions, but we do know what the DNA results say. Let's find out.
Mrs. Jackson, you are not her grandmother.
Got you. Thank you, God. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why she just came to with that thing? I need order.
All hell is about to break loose in this case. Ms. Webb and his girlfriend pull up to the courtroom to defend their relationship, claiming that Mr. Webb never had any sexual relations with the defendant, Ms. Cole. Cole, on the other hand, claims that her child belongs to Mr. Webb, and he's only denying it because of his perfect relationship with his girlfriend. Here's how it starts.
Mr. Webb, you and your girlfriend say there's no chance whatsoever that you fathered the defendant's 6-month-old daughter, Majestic. You say your evidence will shock this courtroom. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Cole, you and your mother say you're 100% certain that Mr. Webb is your child's biological father.
If he never had sex with her, what's he doing in the courtroom? Like Judge Lauren said, they would rule him out of the equation. Could Ms. Cole and her mom be trying to pin the baby on him?
Mr. Webb, this is strange. What was the nature of your relationship?
We never had sex or anything. We were just friends. We would chill out. That was it.
You were never intimate with her in any way?
I never stayed in her bedroom. I stayed out on the couch.
That's a lie.
And on top of that, I was only there for a week and a week and a half.
That's not true.
This has got to be the strangest thing I have ever heard in this courtroom. Mr. Webb sticks to his story and says that he has never slept with Ms. Cole, and she's being absolutely crazy for saying they were ever intimate. What's going on?
Ms. Cole, you said you and your husband were taking care of Mr. Webb?
Yes, and my grandkids and anybody else that needed.
Now
You're
you're
a
saying
liar.
she was on the phone with me 5-6 times a day.
Why was Mr. Webb living with you?
He's a punk bum. We
Honor,
supplied everything for them.
There's about to be a war in this courtroom. One thing is for sure, Ms. Cole's mom does not like Mr. Webb at all. She claimed that he was living with her and her husband and they supplied everything they needed. His girlfriend, however, comes to his rescue, saying that he's not that kind of person.
I don't do that type of stuff.
I've known him for 7 years and he is not like that at all. And you called me with his friend telling me that he was there for 3 weeks and you guys were having sex and blah, blah, blah. At first I did believe that, but then I heard his story and none of it. Shut up, I am talking.
Hold on, let's be respectful.
I'll tell you what, the entire case doesn't make any sense if we're being honest. Everybody has a different story they are telling in the courtroom. It's honestly hard to believe anyone at this point.
She had sent me an ultrasound saying that's a 3D photo. Tell me she don't look like you. Do I look like an ultrasound? Well, I got on Google because I don't know much about baby stuff. So I'm thinking, is that a thing now? So I said, Tasha, you're crazy. We didn't blink. I'm not the father to your baby. Please leave me alone.
Oh, we are with you on that one, Judge Lauren. Oh my goodness, how do you compare an actual human being to a 3D ultrasound? I mean, is she crazy? Some part of me honestly feels like she's just trying to pin the baby on Mr. Webb for real.
She made herself believe these lies that she's telling.
But Mr. Webb says he never slept with you.
And he did.
But he did.
For sure, yeah. It was a lousy, 20 minutes. I'm so sorry, Your Honor.
And there we go again, with the stories not adding up. First, he said they were having a sleepover, and now they were partying for a week and a half. When does the truth start to come out? I still can't believe she said it was a lousy 20 minutes.
Specifics that you can share that would prove your case.
I can tell you how big his winker is. It's pretty small.
No, it's not. I could tell you plenty of times.
It's about
I've known him for 7 years.
It's about that big.
Definitely not. And don't you dare tell about saying about his penis.
There is just no filter with this lady, is there? First she says their sexual experience lasted for only 20 minutes, and now she's saying this? Nah, I'm starting to think she wants to pin the baby on Mr. Webb just to ruin his relationship.
Lends credibility to your earlier testimony, Ms. Cole, where you said it's either you or another gentleman. Now, on the monitor, there's a split screen.
Look at the nose.
Of Mr. Webb and Majestic.
She needs glasses too.
Definitely.
You believe there's a resemblance?
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Ain't no way these two had a sexual relationship. They're basically talking like they hate each other. Oh well, we've just about seen enough of this drama. I think it's time we see what the results have to say about all of this.
Mr. Webb, you are not her father.
Oh! Yeah, you're crazy. You need to go to a mental hospital.
Ms. Webb.
There, get her there, get her there.
Mr. Webb, Ms. Reams.
Apparently, this is another case of a lady going to war with a mother and her son. Ms. Souses appears in court claiming that the defendant, Mr. Payne, is denying their child because Mr. Payne's mother has a chokehold on him and won't allow him to think for himself. She said the DNA results will reveal the truth. It begins like this.
Ms. Souses, you have dragged the defendant into court today because you say it's his mother's fault he's denying your 10-month-old daughter, Alana. You claim when the DNA results prove he is the father, you want the defendant's name added to her birth certificate. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Once teenagers start to engage in adult activities, you can almost expect the end result to always be messy. Even Judge Lauren was not surprised when she found out their age. At least they both admit to having slept with each other. Now, what's causing the doubts?
We started talking. She went to the movies with some other guy. She loved him, this, and that.
But the next day you did something with another girl and you was just telling your ex you loved her, so what's the difference?
You lying.
So, Ms. Souses, you did contact your ex?
Yeah, I said I care for him. I never said I loved him. He told his ex he loved her, and I did go to the movies with a boy, okay?
Haha, you care for your ex and you love your ex. Is there really much of a difference? They sure sound like the same thing to me. Oh well, Ms. Souses admits that she did go out with another guy to the movies, and in her opinion, it's not a big deal. As you'd expect, Mr. Payne says that's all a lie.
How soon after you got back together did...
2 weeks.
It seemed like right away. It seemed like that's the only reason why I questioned it. The first time she got pregnant, I knew without a doubt it was his because this time they kept breaking up. They break up so much, and they were broken up. I think y'all were broken up for about a month or something like that. They got back together, and she got pregnant.
Yes, we had sex, and then like a month later, I was pregnant for that month.
Is this case really between Mr. Payne and Ms. Souses, or between Ms. Souses and Mr. Payne's mom? It sure seems like the latter. Mr. Payne's mom says that she got pregnant way too fast, and the timeline just doesn't add up, given the fact that they initially broke up.
Take your time.
I've been doing this for so long by myself. It's like, I'm just fed up.
She didn't have to be alone. She chose to. That was on her.
Who was there for me?
Why did you choose to do this by yourself?
Because I've been independent for so long, for so many years by myself. I was used to it, so it was like...
Did you want him to be there and help you?
Yes, I did.
They might be teenagers, but let's hand it to Ms. Souses. Keeping the arguments and fights away from her child was a pretty smart decision. But then again, that also meant that Mr. Payne would be away from the child. A smart and not so smart decision if you ask me.
If I ask you if you need help and you want me to be there and you tell me no, what more can I do?
All right, but when I asked you...
When you just asked, what did I do?
What did you do?
What did I do?
What did you do?
You said you needed a stroller. You ain't even put the stroller up.
Okay.
So now we're fighting over the color of the stroller?
Right.
Yeah.
This is problematic. This really is sad.
Now I see why Ms. Souses kept the baby away from Mr. Payne. They are literally about to go head-to-head over the color of the baby stroller. Like, come on, guys. The baby deserves better than this. They should know better.
I want to understand specifically, what are your doubts?
It's just because of the beginning. Like, we was both doing us before we got back together. I know how she moved. She know how
So
I
you
moved.
were broken up or on a break,
And then we got back
she was
together.
dating other people.
I know we was both...
Do you know or have proof that she actually had sex with someone else?
Seeing her at the party with another dude doesn't mean she slept with him. I mean, do we need to spell that out for him? Ridiculous. Anyway, being apart and messing around with other people will definitely create some room for doubt, especially when they fight about everything.
Is there anything in your past that would warrant them spreading these rumors about you? There is. Okay, so that's what we're here to do, is tell the truth.
Yep.
But then when you met Mr. Payne, those things changed?
Yes.
And so when people speak negatively about you, that's what they're probably referring to.
Is my past.
Now it makes sense. Mr. Payne's mom tells the judge that people would always walk up to her and tell her that Ms. Seuss's messes with other dudes. Ms. Seuss's admitting to having a shady past just connects the dots.
Don't sign it if you have any doubts. Get the DNA test first, like y'all doing now.
And I had a doubt, and it's sad that it took 10 months.
It's sad, yes.
For it to happen, but at least it can happen today. And if it is my child, I'm gonna step up all the way.
Good.
All the way.
100%. You don't gotta say good, because I know what I'm gonna do.
All the way.
At least he wants to step up to his role as a father. Of course, that's dependent on whether he is the father of the child. Well, let the DNA results reveal the truth. Let's see if Ms. Seuss's has been truthful this whole time.
Mr. Payne, you are the father.
Thank you.
I'm happy. Now I'm happy. Now I can be happy.
This is Ms. Austin's third time on paternity court. She's no stranger to proving her children's paternity to Wallace, who once again has doubts that her 9-month-old son is his. Mind you, she's pregnant with a third child by him, and she and Mr. Wallace aren't even together. It's a crazy case, and here is how it begins.
Everything started out okay, but we all knew that wasn't gonna last long. Ronnell Wallace was still bouncing back from me and Kendrelyn. I had enrolled in school, but I never did go because I had got pregnant once again with Ronnell. And she got pregnant with her baby, with her son. And as you can see now, once again, I'm pregnant again.
Seems like these three are in a polyamorous relationship and don't even know it. 2 women taking turns getting pregnant for one man is just so silly. And every single time this happens, Mr. Wallace doubts he is responsible for the pregnancies. Why then is he messing around with women he doesn't trust?
I had installed, it was like spyware on her phone. It's what, they would duplicate her text messages and call log and send a copy to my email. For about the 5th, 6th time, I called her texting different men.
Well, where your proof at? I never saw it.
And you believe she's sleeping with these men?
Yes.
Didn't see that one coming. If he truly believes she's promiscuous, why does he keep having children with her? 1 child wasn't enough, so you had a second, and now there's a 3rd on the way. Yet you call her a slut, the same woman who might soon be the mother of 3 of your kids?
If I'm dead, so why you keep on sleeping with me? Why? 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 I'm pregnant again. Why? You say that about her, yeah.
So
Why
now,
do you keep allowing me to sleep
I'm
with
gonna
you?
keep on just because I know that you with her. She's
So,
allowed.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Yes,
If
you
you can
do.
sleep with somebody else,
Yes,
man,
you
then
do.
you got low self-esteem.
Ladies.
Okay, this is serious. Ms. Austin's question is very valid. Why did he keep sleeping with her if she thought she was promiscuous? And why on earth is his girlfriend, Ms. Roberts, so mad? Was she really going to hit her in front of a judge?
at the end of the day, you all can see now that 2 wrongs never make a right. They make more wrong.
That's right.
Right? Because you were wrong for going back and forth between the 2 women, and then you were wrong for being pregnant and talking to other men and expecting him to then believe your child is his child automatically.
Cheating on your partner is no payback for their infidelity. It will cost you 2 at the end of the day, as we can see with Ms. Austin and Mr. Wallace. 3 potential babies together, yet they don't see eye to eye. What a terrible situation.
They have the same chin.
Let me see that. Is that evidence you'd like to present?
Yes.
Okay. The first piece is
A chin. You see that chin? Look at their feet.
so you say their feet are alike,
Yeah.
but they don't change your mind.
No, ma'am. It's just like you go to a police lineup. They put you in there with 6 other men who look just like you.
Really? His feet and chin? Those are the features you chose to compare? It's valid, but kind of funny. At the end of the day, though, as Mr. Wallace said, it's not really about the looks, is it?
Your Honor, I do everything for him. I stood by his side when he had his apartment. He went through a lot, and I was there by his side. Never left, and I could have every day he leaves me. Like, what more could I do?
That's because you always have other men.
No.
You can't but feel pity for Ms. Austin. She loves this man, yet he keeps treating her like trash and walking away every time. This information and the fact that they have been here 3 times show how irresponsible the man is. It is such a shame.
Okay, go ahead.
But he left my house. He leaves my house and goes spends the night out at Kendrelyn's house. And that's where his stuff been at ever since. He just came back to my house not too long ago like 3 days ago because him and Kendrelyn had a fight.
These women are at fault too, letting Mr. Wallace waltz in and out of their lives whenever he pleases. If none of them stands up to put an end to this mess, they might just find themselves on paternity court for a 4th time.
And Mr. Wallace, what are you hoping for today?
I'm just, agitated. Well, I need to walk out.
Let's sit here and finish it. Come on.
Ronnell, don't walk out again. Get your composure. Get composure.
I knocked that gun
Stop
out your
it.
head.
Whoa, that explosion was unexpected. Mr. Wallace insists Ms. Austin is putting on a show and Judge Lauren is falling for it. He's angry because the judge is taking her side. This is a whole new level of reaction.
I'm not gonna let you leave here thinking I'm taking anybody's side. I'm asking the questions that need to be asked. Now we're gonna get you these results because you came here because you wanted to know, right?
Yes.
Are you Ronnell's father?
Great, let's find out what the DNA results say and put an end to this drama.
Mr. Wallace, you are Ronnell's father.